It's wonderful. Being a member of High Ground is unbelievable for us because it gives the opportunity for a smaller town like us to have a wider audience, a bigger face, a bigger presence in the ag community especially. This is my first time here. I'm absolutely amazed at the exposure that we get that we wouldn't otherwise have. So I'm pleased to be here. I'm amazed at the show, and this is a great opportunity for Hereford to get our face out there in front of so many people at one time.
The High Ground's great because it brings many smaller communities that would not have an impact nor the money to be able to come and be supported in a way that when we're with the High Ground, not only do we get to come together and we have great support system, it's also the networking of it. Being new, it's great to be able to talk to a lot of our veterans, our seasoned veterans, and they're so helpful and able to help us. So it's a lot more than just coming for an ag show. You get to learn from them, and that's been great.
Well, you just couldn't do it. You have to be part of a bigger group like this. It'd just be too much for. We couldn't have anything this size. There are smaller operators who have little booth spaces, but you wouldn't attract any attention. We've got a big booth. We got flags out front. We got a lot of greeters in here. We have a big balloon, a blimp up above. And everybody knows Texas out here. They all, the greeters even, the people working the grounds mention, oh, you're from the Texas Pavilion. Yeah, we see you out here every year, you know.
I think if we tried to come as an individual community, it would be very hard to cover the ground that we cover and to get our message out as well as we do. And the High Ground does a very good job of bringing people in and has a consistent message year after year. And it really helps us promote the entire area. And of course, we all benefit from that.
One of the greatest things about being a part of the High Ground and being part of our region is that there is a mindset that you don't find anywhere else in the nation. That what's good for our neighbors is good for us as well. So if we can't attract a project to Amarillo, if one of our neighbors in the High Ground region attracts a project, then it's good for all of us.
But on top of that, the dairy industry has really grown in the High Ground area and has become a prominent player in the national scene.
And that's kind of been our focus is how do we help the growers and the farmers and the dairymen be more productive, more efficient in what they do.
Everybody loves Texas, and that's fun to see here. And it's exciting whether they are looking to expand into our area or they just want to know more about what Texas is all about. You know, it's fun to see that enthusiasm from the attendees.
Of advertising and marketing, and it's a lot better to advertise as a group than just a single.
It's a great experience. You kind of see different sectors from all of ag and be able to see what else is out there and available, and just all the people, meeting all the people. And I think from our perspective, it's been great with California because they all are very welcoming and excited that we're here and that we have opportunities for them. So that's been very exciting to see a different range of people that really have been welcoming to Texas.
Yeah, I had a good conversation with a gentleman yesterday from the irrigation business and very interested in moving to Texas. So it's a very good contact, and we're going to talk in the future.
No, I was very pleasantly surprised. This is my first time to the World Ag Expo. This is like no trade show I've ever been to before. It's outdoors for one, and the way the pavilions are set up and just the sheer amount of space, it's a sight to behold.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really opened my eyes as to how large the agricultural industry is and all the specialized equipment for harvesting fruit and other crops that we're really not used to seeing. It's been very neat to see some of the stuff that people have come up with and what they use in different lines of agriculture other than just your typical cotton production that we see in the Lubbock area.
It's all exciting when we run into people that they're in our little small world, but we're also anxious as a region to help each other out and bring those leads.
If you're not from Texas, maybe you need to come visit. It's a good place to be.
2013 World Ag Expo.